She's now 17 years old. She came by and said hi to you, huh?
Yeah,
she stopped by the station. Yeah.
Came by and we talked with her for a little bit. It's a pretty wild story. I can't imagine.
A little girl like that, just so articulate and just
Yes.
telling everything that just happened.
Yes,
it's crazy. Right?
Very smart lady. You know, and today we do have another chance of storm. So here's the thing: the tornado threat, it is going to be very low.
Good.
It's also going to be in southwest Oklahoma, so not expecting anything too crazy later this evening and into tonight. But we'll take all the rain that we can get. That's for sure. Looking at our latest drought monitor, you can see that we still very much have a drought. Now, this doesn't include everything that we've seen since Tuesday. So we have had some rain out west since then, obviously, but we're down to about 50% now across the state. You can see it's still a state divided, basically I-44, but we're going to continue to add to this over the next couple of days, especially later tonight and into tomorrow. So looking at the view from space, you can see we're seeing lots of sun across the north, and eastern Oklahoma is still seeing lots of breaks in those clouds, even here in Oklahoma City right now, but more clouds moving in from the west, and eventually we're going to see a lot more showers and storms moving in from the west as well. But beginning very late last night, early this morning, we've had some rain and storms out to the west and eventually made their way into Oklahoma City. Not seeing nearly as much right now, but still a little bit of light rain, especially west of I-35. You can see that around El Reno. That's trying to move to the east, but also kind of falling apart a little bit as it does so. However, a few showers trying to pick up in intensity, but just to the south around or between Bridge Creek and Norman, some light to moderate rain, and also kind of the same thing around Rush Springs and Marlow. Now in western Oklahoma, we also have some light rain and sprinkles moving from west to east, lots of scattered showers out in the Panhandle. But right now we don't have any lightning strikes. That could change though late this evening. So we've got a lot of cloud cover and some rain in El Reno. This is part of our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. We're at 66 degrees. We've got a southeast wind, dew points in the low 60s, low to upper 70s across the north, kind of the same thing down to the south with an 80-degree temperature already showing up at 60s here in central Oklahoma with that southeast wind between about 5 to 15. We're seeing some gusts around 20 or so in the southwest. So the big picture just kind of showing the wave that's kind of moving in right now, but eventually we're going to get some more waves that will be moving in late this evening and into tonight. So this is going to be picking up in intensity later this afternoon. It's showing some of the latest data, maybe a few showers and storms earlier on in the northwest. During that time, is still the severe threat's going to be pretty low. But late this evening, eventually some of the data has been trying to bring in some stronger, more isolated showers and storms eventually in southwest Oklahoma. And during that time, that is where we do have that higher threat of seeing severe storms that could produce potentially an isolated tornado. So we're going to watch that very closely. But eventually, everything's going to come together. We're going to get a big swath of rain and storms that will move in from the northwest and eventually make their way across the state overnight and into tomorrow morning. And then by tomorrow afternoon, most of that should be just to our south. So today, we're going to struggle to get there. I still think we have a chance of making it into the mid-70s, but whoa, for this afternoon, temperatures are going to be a little bit lower if we do get a little bit more cloud cover, a chance of light rain in central and western Oklahoma, and then later this evening, I still think that chance in Oklahoma City goes back down, but we're going to be watching closely what's happening out in the Panhandle and in the far southwest. And again, during that time, there's going to be that low threat for up to golf ball size hail, wind gusts of 65, and a very low tornado threat. So that tornado threat's basically going to be in the southwest, and any one of those storms could produce maybe quarter-size hail, but up to golf ball size hail. Overnight, temperatures drop down into the low to mid-60s. Overnight and into tomorrow morning, it's pretty much guaranteed all across northern central Oklahoma. We're going to have some scattered showers and storms, and during that time, there's going to be a low threat of the more low-end severe weather. We're talking quarter-size hail, wind gusts of 65, maybe some localized flooding. That's certainly going to be a possibility, but more than less, it'd be very isolated, whatever we do get. And then during the day tomorrow, the cold front moves through. Temperatures will struggle to make it out of the upper 60s later in the day, 50s and 60s across the north. And then in the afternoon and evening, still rain and storms in the southeast with a moderate chance, maybe a few showers and storms still left in central Oklahoma, but any severe threat during the day will be shifted in parts of southeast Oklahoma. Saturday, the weekend's looking fantastic. We're expecting a little bit more sunshine, still some clouds mixed in, but highs in the low to upper 70s, so a little bit warmer across the far south. And then as we get back into next week, overall Monday and Tuesday, the chances for rain and storms do look low, especially Monday, but by about midweek into Thursday, it looks like those chances for rain and storms will start to ramp back up.